Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Frequency Network. This is Healy Advanced Training. And today, our topic is about tapping on our vertical power for spiritual growth. This session and the next session are both spiritual growth, okay? Because there is so much, I put here, so it covers cosmic, aura, and all that. It's actually too much to contain in one session. So I split them into 2 sessions. So this is part 1, and then 2 weeks later, part 2. Now, last month, we talked a lot about manifestation. Yeah, so the first part last month was how to recover emotionally, all right, after a financial loss, okay, trauma that's related to losing big sums of money. And then after that, we talk about manifestation using different Healy programs, all right? Now, manifestation is not just about visualizing what you want, okay? It is also has to do with our alignment, our inner alignment, body, mind, soul alignment, yeah? So coherence is very important. And the other coherence is actually coherence with our source, okay? Yeah, so now we are talking about how to reach out and connect to our source, because being connected help us to be more intuitive, be able to listen inward, get direction in life when you feel lost, and then finding your inner purpose. Because your inner purpose, the reason why you come here has a reason. So when you find that purpose, and when you pursue that, okay, it will lead you to a place where you can flourish, okay, where you can flourish, bear your flowers, bear your fruits, and that's also where you can serve. And when you serve in your sweet spot, and that's where you are going to attract a lot of people who value your service, whatever that you can contribute. And that is also where your wealth is seated. Okay? Yeah. So therefore, don't see spirituality or spiritual growth as a separate thing from wealth, okay, from money and all that. They are all intertwined together. They are all united together, okay? All right. Okay, so this is part 1, and there's already a lot to cover for part 1 because I want to go deep, okay, so that we can understand a little bit more about what we're going to learn today, rather than just cram everything in and rush through the whole process. Okay, so I seek your understanding so that you can enjoy a bit more and go deeper. All right, so whatever that we share here, this platform is provided by Healy World, and the information that we share here is for reference, for educational purpose. So whatever that you listen from me today, I share from my experience, I share from my exposure. So do use your own discretion and your own independent judgment to see whether it suits your context, whether it's suitable for you, okay, or the way to use it, whether you need to adjust and tweak. So all this, you have to use your own personal judgment. Okay, so don't take everything wholesale and simply believe. All right, so for those who need translation, so this is the QR code where you can scan with your phone. So you can either listen through your headphones, or you can read the translated text. Okay. All right, so today we don't cover so much on the physical health. All right, so but if you're using Healy for your own personal health, all right, so if you have anything that is severe it requires the attention of professional medical advice. Please do not neglect that and do not delay. So seek proper diagnosis immediately as soon as possible. All right, so we use Healy to support so that when you receive the conventional help, it actually prepare your body and then allow your body to be more responsive to treatment, okay, which is very important. Okay, so for my background, for those who have yet to know me, who are here for the first time, welcome to Frequency Network. I help people, individuals, families, okay, to perform in their work, to perform in their daily activities, to live a better life, to have better relationships, okay? So I've been doing that for many years now. And then on top of that, I have a little bit of meridians background, biology. That is where I first started. I teach biology, but today we're not talking about biology. Okay, so I've started wellness education for many years now. Okay, and I've written 5 books where it helped many people, okay, to use and maximize the potential of Healy. So that's a bit about myself. Okay, so today, what are we going to cover? Today, we are going to talk about the spiritual anatomy. Okay, like we have organs in the body. And for spirituality, the organs, the hardware is actually our chakras, our chakra system. So we are going to dwell on the chakra system, and we are going to talk about the chakra programs in the Healy. Okay. Then after that, we're going to move to the blue app and talk about the aura as well, because the chakra and the aura comes hand in hand. So I'm going to intertwine these two, okay, and weave them together so that you can see how important it is, okay? Because when you look at your external life, okay, let's say you want to manifest good relationship and you look at your reality, your current relationship, how it is like, what is the quality, okay? It is not just merely skills, you know, learning to communicate and all that, but we are actually being controlled. The programming is done through our chakra system. Yeah. So unknowingly, okay, what we manifest outside is actually coming from inside us. Okay. And then the third segment, I'm going to talk about chakra balancing using the McHealy programs. So whether you have Healy or McHealy, you will still benefit from this session here. All right, so we are going to tap on our vertical divine power. Okay, the colorful chakra system. Okay, so we do have spiritual hardware. I call it the human operating system. Okay, why are the chakras so important and where are they? Okay, so on the central axis, right in the middle here, okay, this is where the universal energy from outside enter into our field, our system. So vertically through the central axis, parallel to the spine, okay, directly downwards. And it is also bidirectional, meaning that it is also from internally when we want to connect to our divine source, it is also vertically through the central axis of the body. Okay, both ways. Yeah. So although there are many chakras, chakras are basically energy centers. Okay, as the energy comes in, it pulls, P-O-O-L, pull and swirl at a certain location, position in the body. There are more than 7, but these are 7 that are commonly taught and commonly talked about. Okay, and they are starting from below. We usually start from below. The root chakra, that's the foundation. Then the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown. Okay, so they are named based on the position. Okay, so the flow of the energy, if it, who is that? Okay. All right. Okay, so when the flow of the energy is smooth, meaning that if it's not blocked, then they are actually powerful in supplying the energy, then you have enough energy. All right. So you can tell from the person, the person will look alert, energetic, and all that. But if there are chakras that are blocked, what happens is the energy cannot move smoothly. Then what happens is over time you will feel that certain areas of your life are not ideal, even problematic, challenging. Okay, so these are actually symptoms. What we see outside is actually symptoms. It's just like a headache is a symptom that something is wrong inside. So if there is a relationship tension somewhere, okay, it's actually a symptom of the health of the chakra. Okay, so it can give you a physical symptoms. It can also give you spiritual symptoms, relationship, your money, and all that are all symptomatic. Actually, our external reality is actually symptoms, showing us the symptoms of what is going inside. Okay, so the chakra also develop just as our body develop, So we start our earliest development, your first 7 years is the root chakra. So the root chakra will actually develop first. Okay, and the first 7 years of our development is always most impactful if any trauma were to take place. All right, because this first 7 years, what is important to the human being is it is building trust. Okay, trusting the people around you. Okay, yeah, safety, security. Okay, your material, that means when you grow up, do you have enough to eat? Do you have shelter? Or during the war-torn condition, okay, there were a lot of lack. Some people lose their parents and all that. So a lot of insecurity issues may take place here in the root chakra. So it also affects your goal orientation, ambition. Okay, some ambition is good. It gives you the motivation to pursue something. But if you're overly ambitious and too goal-oriented, okay, that means there is certain imbalance over there. Okay, so too much is also no good. Too little means you have no pursuit in life, which is also no good. All right, so we are seeking always the balance. The next one is the sacral chakra and is associated with your creativity, your ability to have fun. Okay, you see certain people, they're very childlike, very fun. Some are very, very serious. Okay, for example, I'm very, very serious. I do not know how to have fun. Yeah. So it's because of the blockage at the sacral area. Now, food. Okay, if you enjoy food, is good. But if you are binging and if you're overeating, so that is also because of the imbalance in the sacral chakra. Sexuality is the same. Okay, either is an avoidance or overindulgence or a balance. Yeah, so those are indications. And then from 14 to 21, okay, the solar plexus development takes place. And this is where you build self-confidence, your esteem, your courage, your own potential. Okay, yeah, how you feel about yourself. Yeah. Okay, then the heart chakra is developed usually around the age of 21 to 28. So has to do with your relationship with people. Okay, your relationship with your family. So love, compassion, joy, peace, unity, harmony with people. Then your throat chakra is 28 to 35. These are all approximate ages, yeah? So this is when you learn to develop your self-expression, your inner voice. okay, how to communicate in an authentic, coherent way. Then after that, 35 to 42, your third chakra, which has to do with your intuition. And this is around the age where you start to look inwards, become more and more spiritual conscious, yin-yang conscious, all right? Divine, the masculine and the femininity balance, you start to seek, who am I? Okay, your purpose on earth. Yeah, what am I doing here? Am I pursuing what I want to pursue? So this is where you start to do a lot of questioning, and that's because the third chakra starts to become more active. So therefore, it will actually trigger you to have those thoughts. Okay, yeah. And 42 onwards, that's where you start to develop more and more spiritual connection. That's where you start to, spend more time in meditating, seeking more truth, okay, about your journey in life, okay? But of course, it is not segmented like this. Yeah, some are developed in certain areas much earlier in their life, but generally it is like this. So if you look at the psychology, it is also the same. One of the classic one is Maslow's hierarchy of the human needs, of the human psychology and human development, that it is also the same, that the human will always be looking for your body needs first, physiological needs. So if you can't even survive in a war-torn uh, era, you don't even talk about getting rich, making money. Is about finding food, finding shelter, your own safety. Okay, so that's the basic one. Then once you have fulfilled this, then you go on to look for your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, set up a family, and then after that, your career, your pursuit in your career. Then after that is, yeah, we have read books where people who are very, very rich, suddenly they sold everything, they give up everything, and then after that they become a monk, okay, or they went on to do charity work. So that's where they become more self-actualized. Okay, so there is a hierarchy like this. So the chakra system, okay, also have this hierarchy. So the two are actually playing hand in hand, all right? Okay, so I explained this so that for those who are new to the chakra system, or who have been taught that the chakra system has to do with religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, and all that, I hope that it will open your mind to reconsider this, that it is actually part of the body system of every human being. All right, yeah. Okay, so sometimes you see Healy use the word chakra. Sometimes you see aura. So are they interchangeable? Are they the same? Okay, yeah. So we are going to talk about that today. So when you talk about the chakra is like this candle flame over here. All right. So this flame here is where the energy is concentrated. Okay. Now, this light here produce a glow, right? So the glow actually goes beyond this little light here. The glow went around this area here, right? So the glow that is invisible is actually the field. The chakra is a small little flame there, okay? The pull, very concentrated, strong pull of energy here, that's the chakra. But the auric field actually extends outside of your body. It can be a few cm outside of your body. It can even be a few meters away from you, depending on the state of your chakras. Okay, so we have 7 chakras like here. So if all of them are very strong, stable, then you'll find that your auric field becomes big. Okay, but if let's say they are being blocked to different extent because of our life experience, trauma, emotions, and all this, then what happened is some are dimmed. So some are stuck, some are not moving. Okay, yeah, so the whole glow and all that becomes dimmer, etc. And when you do And when you do the aura analysis, you will see this picture. Okay? Yeah, so this is to show you how it can look like, but this is not the actual aura field, you know. So this is not an aura field. This is just a picture to represent, to show you the state of your chakra and how it can actually affect your auric field. So it gives you that visual impact. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So different days, according to what you are exposed to, you will find that the shape, the chakra state will actually change from day to day. So you don't have to worry so much. But when you actually see this, it gives you the impact to know that, okay, I have to take care of certain areas of my life. All right. Yeah. So the ideal one will be like the first picture here. Everything is strong, stable, bright, and all that. So I'll show you the readings if you have not done this before. Okay, now after you have done the analysis, you have to put in your photo, correct or not? Your photo that you use should actually be your bare face without makeup. Okay, I normally will remove my glasses as well, okay, so that we can see everything more clearly. Take your picture against a plain background, because when they scan the aura, they also scan all in your background as well. So take against a plain background. That is ideal. Do you change the picture whenever you analyze? For me, yes, I do, because the state of your aura changes from moment to moment. So therefore, I do not want to use a picture that is taken 2 weeks ago to scan and to do the analysis. All right. So I will take always a fresh picture. And I do this every day. So what happened is it will be in my morning ritual, my morning routine. I smile to myself. Okay, not too much, but smile a little bit, take my picture, and then do the analysis. Okay, start my day by knowing what is my state. All right. You can, if you have a morning practice of doing your meditation, you can go and do your meditation. And then after that, come and do the scan and then, see what is your state. Either way is fine. Okay, or you can scan first, then go and do your meditation, because by then you will know which chakra is weaker, and then you can focus your energy in clearing chakras that are blocked. All right, so either way is fine. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so the total energy here actually shows me the strength of the field. All right, it's like I see it as my battery power. Just like we always, check the phone many times a day. Okay, what's the battery level? Okay, do I need to charge it and all that? So this gives us an idea of our internal battery, our spiritual, our bioenergy battery. All right, so is it high or is it low? So that you know when to actually take care of it. Now, every chakra is scanned and the state of every chakra is actually shown here, which you can actually see them. Okay, yeah, so it will automatically select 3 because that's the default setting. If you want more to do the selection, what happens is you will then go to the setting, and then in the advanced setting, you will then choose. Okay, there is a manual selection, then you can actually manually select all if you want to. Okay, yeah. Then after the selection here, it will further analyze and scan for you the 3 areas here that has been selected. All right, so if you put 3, this number here, the 3 dots here, 3, 3, 3, means that when it does the analysis, the statement that come out, there will be 3 statement for throat chakra, 3 statement for heart chakra, and 3 statement for sacral chakra. If you want more, you just need to tap on the number 3 and then select how many you want. If you want less, then you choose less, okay? I feel that 3 is ideal. If you pick 1, then it will give you for throat chakra the highest one. If you pick 10, the whole long list to look through is not ideal. Okay, so I would just leave it as 3, the default setting. All right, now the numbers, what does the numbers mean? Now, only on this page The higher the number, the better. Okay, all the other ones that we talk about, all those percentages, high is no good. This is the only page so far where the percentage higher, the better. So if you have 91% or higher, is ideal, very good. Okay, yeah. So anything less than 70 is too low, way too low already. All right, so remember, only this picture page, the higher, the better. Okay, now then you will see this one, chaos, and you will see rigor. The detailed explanation, you can tap on the word chaos when you do the scan, and then it will give you a description. Okay, chaos means the energy is up and down, unstable, which is actually a good thing. All right. If you see that it's selected, you see chaos, it's actually good. That means your energy is in a roller coaster of energy. Okay. Up and down, and all that. Meaning that the energy is not stuck. It's actually good because it cannot be good all the time. Yeah. So chaos is good. If you see rigor, this rigor is like rigor mortis, rigor mortis means rigid. All right. Okay. This is not so good, and it will take a much longer time. If you see rigor, means the energy is stuck. That means the emotions is there for a long time already. So it will need more work to actually start to move the energy. All right. When you see rigor. Okay, so far? Okay, now let's look at the root chakra, yeah? Okay, so it's located at the base of the spine where the tailbone is. So that's the root chakra. And what is it for? It helps us to ground ourselves, help us to be more stable, okay? And then this is responsible for our survival needs. If you are a person who is rather insecure, fearful, you always feel that you don't have enough money, although certain people will think that you have enough money, why do you still feel so insecure? So you feel insecurity with respect to money. You always store lots and lots of food. You're always afraid that, you'll run out of food. That is the food insecurity. All right. Shelter, having a shelter in your, and then safety. Do you have a lot of fears? Okay, that means all kinds of fears. Okay, means that your root chakra here is out of balance. Okay, then you look at your relationship with your mother. Okay, relationship with your mother. So if it comes out, those statements and all that, or if you have a bad relationship with your mother, at any point in time with your life, it has to do with the root chakra. Okay, yeah. So if it's balanced, you will feel total trust in the universe. Okay, that means you're a person, even when you spend and all that, right? You don't worry so much about where the money is going to come from. Okay, because you know that you are safe and secure in the hands of the universe or divine, and therefore you do not worry, Yeah, so it's a very, very calm, stable person. All right, that all your needs will be met. And you have no idea who will meet it or when you will meet it, but you just know that all your needs will be met, and you go around feeling very, very safe, secure, confident. Okay, no worries in mind. Okay, now let's look at the analysis and how it will show. And this is not everything. I just pull out a few and then just to show you. So when you do your analysis, it will be different. Okay, what I would suggest to people is that take screenshots. Okay, I take screenshots of this so that when you want to refer, it will be easier to refer. And if you are doing your own personal transformation, okay, you do not know what to actually use it, what issues to deal with, it will actually tell you everything. All right, you can't imagine how accurate it is. Now, if you read it and you find that that's not true, it is because we don't have memory of everything. Okay or not? Right? So we don't have memory of ages below 3 years old. When you're 1 year old, when you're in your mother's womb, you can't remember a thing. Most of us cannot remember. Correct or not? All right. So it goes all the way back to conception. Okay. Yeah. So it supersedes our human memory. All right. So therefore, I actually trust it. And along the way, sometimes I say, I don't think this one, or I can't really relate to it. I tell you, after a few years, then I come back to this. I say, oh my gosh, this is what it's talking about. Okay. And this morning, while I was doing this, okay, I get back flashes of incidents that is related to what I see in my profile. You know, sometimes it's a few years later, then only I realize what Healy is trying to tell me. Okay, or not? Yeah. So because of the incompleteness of our memory, all right? Okay, now mother here, okay, some of them will say that, yeah, the mother actually passed away when they were very, very young. Okay, there are individuals where when they were born, they lost their parent. Okay, so why do mother appear? So either is during conception, or you can see mother here as a one generation up female figure in your life. So it could be an auntie, okay, or it could be a guardian if you are adopted. Okay, it may not be your your maternal mother. All right. So it could be an adopted, not adopted. It could be, if you're adopted, it would be your guardian, okay, your new mother. Or if your relationship all the while with your mother is very, very good and it come out very negative, so it could be a boss. It could be the female boss in your company or something like that. Okay, you look one generation higher up from you. Okay, so what are possible issues if the root chakra is in disharmony? All right, for example, this one. This person feels that motherly love and affection only when he's good. So this type of person is very obedient. And you'll find that this obedience is not only during childhood. When you are working at your workplace, you'll find that you're always very obedient. Okay, because you'll find that only when you are obedient, okay, when the authority figure in your life thinks that you are well behaved, good, you get your recognition, you get your love, you get your affirmation, you know. So yeah, so it's your relationship with your mother, and it can affect you even in adulthood. Okay, this person is living through other people's money. So if you are dependent on other people's money, or you keep borrowing money from a lot of people, okay, you don't seem to have enough, or you cannot break the habit, okay, then it is also blockage in the root chakra. All right. So then education means safety. Intellect means safety. Okay. Yeah. So if you find that you always pursue education, all right, score very, very well. If you look back at it, there must be something there that makes you feel good or feel safe. You feel that, okay, education is your way to earn money, to get a safe, secure job. Okay, that has to do with your root chakra. Okay, so to get your safety, that's where you pursue, and you become so good, you know, in your school. Okay, yeah. So, but the underlying motivation comes from an imbalance in the root chakra. Okay, sexuality is safety, erotism is safety. All right, so different people have different pursuit for safety. Okay, so it's expressed differently. Now, when it's in harmony, you will feel deep trust in life. No matter what happens to you, you just trust that everything will be fine. Everything will be okay. And it just comes naturally. You know, you don't have to actually force it out. Your home is a safe place. Okay. And then you will trust that when you need the money is there. you know. So you look at your life, it's like at the point in time where it's very, very tight and when you need the money urgently, suddenly you strike lottery, okay, or suddenly your insurance mature and the money just come, okay, or you close a deal and then the money just come, you know. So time and time again, you will find that at the intersection, at the crossroad, when you need money, somehow you don't know how, the money will just come to you. Okay, so therefore you don't have to worry. Okay, now when you use the root chakra, so this is the Healy program, root chakra, okay, they are, look for all these, that one that has the percentages and all that. So it is actually Healy interacting with your root chakra to find out what is needed to do the balancing, harmonizing, or to add on the energy to you. All right, so for example, 50.2 is for what? Spaciness, disconnection. That means you're not grounded when you are spacey. So this is to anchor and bring you back to the ground. Okay, it will reset your system. It will release deep-seated fears. All right, those that has to do with survival anxiety. For example, the financial loss. So after losing business, after losing large sum of money, well, the survival anxiety is there. So what you can do is support your root chakra. And when the root chakra is harmonized, you will find that you will not be so uptight and fearful anymore. You'll find the fear kind of like dissolve away, you know, that you can actually have peace, you can actually feel good and not like tense, anxious all the time. Okay? Yeah, so solve all this through the root chakra. It break up dense, stagnant energy, so it cleanse all these fears and all the chronic trauma. All right. Then you can have 90 hertz. Each one of us will get different ones. All right. So this is to motivate you. Get up and go and pursue whatever that you want to pursue in your goals. Okay. Restart your business and all that without anxiety. Okay. Yeah, 55 is the same. 10.5 here is connecting you to the earth energy. All right. Growing roots into the earth. All right. Connecting to the planet's energy here. Next one, sacral chakra. It is where the female womb is located. All right. The womb and the navel and 5 cm below, around that area there. So this is emotional flow. So for people who can feel emotions, all right, happiness, joy, passion, creativity, people who dance, do music, artistic thing. So they get a lot of ideas, creativity from the sacral chakra. Sensual pleasure, sexual intimacy, so, or food, right? So sometimes we eat chocolates, okay? These are our comfort food. So it is to replace, let's say, sex. So the sensuality is all sensual pleasure, all right? It has to do with fertility and parenthood. So let's say people who have difficulty bearing a child to birth. So sometimes it get terminated, sometimes they can't have children and all that. And it may actually because they are not ready for parenthood. The sacral chakra is blocked. So they are not ready. So therefore, they cannot have a successful childbearing. Okay, so if your sacral chakra is harmonized, relationships are based on pure love, empowerment, mutual respect. Everyone will be free and independent. All right. So when you use the aura analysis, okay, this may be some of the things that it shows, right? That this person has no contact with their emotions. So it's very, very detached. You can't feel happy, okay? So it's like you always have a neutral feeling. Yeah. So when there's something good, everybody was like jumping with joy and all that. You just sit down there and say, okay, yeah, it's a good thing. Okay. So you cannot have that strong emotions. All right. Sexuality, issues that's related to sexuality, either avoidance, fear, and then This is abuse that is related to sexuality. Okay. Then when it is in harmony, it will show this, all right, that the person is ready to become a mother or a father. That means the responsibility for a new life. All right, some are not ready for this responsibility, some are ready. If you're harmonious, means you are ready to be a mother or a father. Your appetite, you'll find that your appetite becomes more reasonable, okay? Because eating becomes a survival. Okay, eating is more for your body, for your food. It's not to abuse. It's not to abuse the food. Okay. Next one. Able to feel joy, pain, happiness, grief. Okay, so all this, so this is, you go deep into the feeling. It's not that you go deep and then you cannot get it out, but you're able to feel it. Okay, like happiness, be able to feel true happiness, true joy, true pain, but you're able to get out of it. That means it's balance. Okay, rather than like a zombie like that, you can't really feel. Okay, so when you use the sacral chakra, you will see this kind of frequency, 0.8 here. For those who have fear of intimacy, emotional pain, creativity that is inhibited, and then mental patterns that inhibit creativity and joy, stagnant energy, past relationship failures. So there's emotional wound. Okay. Yeah. So you can use this to heal. Overactive, emotionally volatile. So it can be too much. Very, very extreme happiness and all that is also overactive. So you got to bring that down as well. Okay. Yeah. Mood swings. Okay. From extreme happiness to then extreme sadness. All right. Then what else? Healthy sensuality. All right. So healthy intimacy, ability to connect with others through intimacy. Okay. The solar plexus. Solar plexus is the location of the stomach and the liver, just above the navel, that region between your diaphragm and the navel. That's the solar plexus. And this has to do with your personal power, your confidence, your self-worth, your ability to make decision. Okay? Yeah. So how to know whether you're making decision or not? It's like when there's a major decision making, do you ask somebody or do you let somebody make the decision? Even in buying things, it's like when I talk to clients who wants to purchase the Healy, right? When it comes to decision making, they will make statements like, let me go back and discuss with so and so. They want, but they will go back to get approval before they make the purchase. That's also a sign that the person don't have that confidence to actually make that commitment, or they do not want the responsibility. What if I make the decision and go back, so and so disagree, and then I will get backlash? Okay, yeah, that's also about giving your decision making to somebody else. Okay, it can be as simple as that. All right, motivation, this has to do with your ambition, your pursuit, your goal. So if you're very confident, then you will find that you will go after something. All right, yeah, so it's actually a good thing because you are making use of your talent, okay, rather than hiding it and not using it. Okay, so ego, identity, your ability to assert yourself, to make yourself visible to the world, okay, to the society, to your community. So this is solar plexus. Or you find yourself hiding, go all the way to the back. Certain people say, I do background. Okay, please don't show me, don't put me on stage and all that. So those are signs that your solar plexus is not balanced as well. Okay, then okay, the higher self guides you to what is right for you. Okay, know who you are and what you can trust. So you must know yourself. Just now I saw a question pop up that says impulse buying. Which chakra is it related? So your impulse buying, it depends. If it's insecurity, you find that if I don't buy now, there won't be any more. So that is actually your root chakra, you know, because insecurity is a lack mentality. You see or not? All right. So if you buy something out of impulse to what? To show off, I can afford this, I can afford this, so I can wear this, okay? Then that's solar plexus. The imbalance is solar plexus because it has to do with your confidence. So you needed something to actually boost your confidence. It becomes solar plexus. Okay, if you buy a lot, even if you don't need them, but you buy and store. You know, I've heard of story when somebody buy lipstick. Okay, in the house there are 500 lipsticks, even unopened, and then they just store inside there. They just have that impulse buying. So that is actually fear, lack. So it went back down to root chakra. Okay, yeah. So it depends on the underlying motivation. Okay, so for solar plexus, afraid to make decisions and take responsibility for them. You give up your control to other people. Okay, let others decide. Anything goes wrong, it's you, it's not me. Yeah, so they do not want to stand up, become outstanding, and then bear the responsibility. So they often feel powerless. Okay, the other extreme is they feel powerless due to emotional exhaustion because probably somebody has actually made them feel bad for making certain decisions before, okay, of making the so-called wrong decision. So see, this is not what happens and all that. So they don't want to be blamed. After that, they just surrender their power to others. Okay. Now, if it's in harmony, okay, you will not cross your boundaries with others, and you will also not let other people cross your boundary. So your personal power is such that you know what you can tolerate and what you cannot tolerate. So you will not be bullied by other people. You will not be bullied by your colleagues, okay, by your spouse, by your children. Yeah, so you know, but you also will not cross the boundaries to take advantage of people. Okay, so you're very, very clear of what you can do, cannot do to yourself, to others. Okay, you will make decision and you will take responsibility. Even if I make the wrong decision, okay, it's fine. Okay, yeah, so I'll be smarter after this. Yeah, okay, strong personality and charisma. Because why? You trust what you say, all right? And what you say is what you're responsible for. So people can feel the authenticity, people can feel your strength, people can feel your authority, and people become attracted to you. And that is that charisma of the person with a very healthy, balanced, harmonious solar plexus. Okay, yeah. So the solar plexus chakra, when you run this program, it helps to reset your nervous system where there are fears and all that. So it will take this out from your system. Anything that is stored in the gut. You know, shame here, sometimes it's public shaming. You make one silly mistake, okay? Your family members laugh at you. And not only laugh at you, in some other family gatherings, they will pull out that incident again and then make a big fuss out of the silly mistakes that you have done, public shaming. Yeah, so all this will shake your confidence, and then it will affect and block your solar plexus. Yeah, all right. So that is the thing here. So it became a trauma. And then after that, it's like, okay, I will never make decision again so that nobody can actually make fun of me anymore. So you go into that state. after the blockage take place. So after that, okay, no more. Let other people make the decision so that I will not be blamed anymore. Okay, so this kind of fear can actually be stopped in the solar plexus. Yeah, so you build the armor. You don't want to feel vulnerable anymore. Okay, so you want to be free from all this. So this is to shatter that armor. Okay, the face. In Chinese, we call it the face, you know, you want the face. Yeah. So once you are confident, actually you don't care like if people make fun of you, make fun. Okay or not? Because if you're so confident, right, you yourself can actually use your own embarrassing moments and turn that into a joke in front of people and feel good about it. And that is confidence. So that is where you already have that breakthrough. You're okay to be vulnerable in front of people. You don't feel shameful. So that is when your confidence and your identity is so sure and so certain. Okay? Yeah. So it will help you to tear down, you know, all this icy wall that you build around you. Okay? Yeah. So, yeah. So you can be confident without dominating for the 8.4. Okay? So it builds your confidence, but it does not strengthen your ego until you become arrogant. That's not the idea. Okay. Then 90 hertz, your willpower, your ability to go forward, take action, and then not be anxious about your capability. So instead of being unsure of your capability, being shy about your capability, everything, oh, I don't know. But actually you know. So give yourself a chance to showcase your ability. So 615 here will actually let you feel authentic self-worth. All right, authentic self-worth. So you don't need external validation to tell you whether you're good or bad, or not so good, or not good enough. So you yourself, okay, value and know your capability. All right, so it's your own internal authority. So sometimes we wait for people to promote us before we feel good, but actually, how good you are, you know it yourself. So you don't need other people to validate you. Okay, yeah, 55 here, your own personal power. You won't be dominated by others. You also not easily swayed by others. Yeah, so your own stability is there. Okay, yeah. So you don't have to be affected by the opinions and views of the people around you. Okay, heart chakra is located here where the chest is. Unconditional love towards self and others. Healthy boundary of receiving and giving. All right, so you do not overgive in relationship. You just give and give and give and give, and you do not know how to receive. So it must be both ways. Connection to your community, the society, universe. Okay, yeah. So when it's harmonious, you operate from just being self-centered to pure love. Loving all that exists, whether it's human being, animal, plants, okay, you will have total respect and love for everything, okay, even furniture, okay, things that you use, you care for them, okay, so everyone feels good in your presence. You radiate pure love into the world. So, yeah, if it's not in harmony, this is what happens. Okay, relationships become emotional extortion. All right, meaning what? Either you extort from people or people extort from you. Okay, this one here is, you have to read the statement. This particular statement is the person is being extorted by other people. So this person is actually hurt and therefore close themselves up, close up. Okay, meaning people make you feel bad in order to get something else. Okay, that's emotional extortion. Yeah, do this for me if you love me. that kind of thing. Yeah. So you feel that there's always this negotiation. Yeah. Operation from guilt, from shame. Okay. Yeah. So therefore, let's say because you depend on others for money, for survival, for house, therefore you feel that therefore I have to do this, I have to do that against your will. Okay, here confuses emotional extortion and control with love. So there are people who feels that if I love this person, then I will do all this. I will be willing to go below your boundaries to give everything. It was so unconditional. Everything was give, 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 give. They don't receive. Okay. This one here is this person does not feel accepted by father or man. So this is family relationship, or it could be a social relationship. Okay. So these are issues with men as a result of previous emotional extortion. Intimacy with people will be good if you are harmonious, so you are able to be vulnerable. The intimacy here could be a physical intimacy. It can also be a relationship intimacy, vulnerability, sharing deep about your own life, okay, with people. Okay, so here it could be this one that the person feel a need to give and happy to give. This giving is different from just now that one. This is when you are so willing to give, to serve your family members, to serve your colleagues and all that, because you are just so happy to give. Okay, the other one is giving out of being manipulated. Okay, giving out of guilt. Yeah, so it's different. All right. All right. So loving yourself. So it talks about not just loving other people. A balanced kind of love is you love yourself and you love others. You do not neglect either one of this. Okay, in the heart chakra program, you may see 15.1 hertz. Okay, this one allow you to set healthy boundaries. And then 24.8 allow you to forgive past hurts, all your grievances. So it will kind of dilute away, you know, to the extent that sometimes you may not even remember some of those things anymore. Okay, clears away sadness, heartache, emotional residue. Okay, what else? Foster universal love, interconnectedness with all life, young, old, human, animals, plants, as I mentioned. Dissolve feelings of separateness, loneliness. Okay, open your heart that has been closed up by grief, by losses. Okay, yeah. So open up again, allowing flow of love, heart-brain coherence. Okay, next one, throat chakra. So naturally is located at the throat. This is for authentic self-expression, communication, which involve two, which is listening to others and speaking. Okay, not just speaking without taking in any feedback. So it allows for creative, artistic expression. This one is usually through speech, all right, which is different from the creativity in sacral chakra. Creativity in sacral chakra is more of the bodily kind of creativity through dance, okay, through art. This one is more of creativity through speech, conversation, talking. Yeah, gift of the gap. And finding your true voice. Okay, how many of us can really say exactly how we feel, think? All right. So when your throat chakra is balanced, harmonized, you automatically speak the truth. Okay. In the past, you may be thinking like, do I want to say this? Do I want to tell this person? It could be as simple as, have you eaten? Even if you have not eaten, right? In the past, you're like, oh, yeah, I've eaten. Okay. And to avoid people, oh, come, I give you food and things like that. You don't want all the hassle. And therefore, we will say something different. And that is actually an inauthentic expression, if you think about it. And you think that it's something so shallow, you know? But here, it is like, if people ask you, okay, have you had your breakfast? If you haven't, then you say, not yet. Okay, you say not yet, because that's the truth. Okay, yeah. So if people give you certain type of food and drinks and all that, if you do not want, you say you do not want, rather than, oh, okay. Then after that, you force yourself to do it, take it or whatever. So this is about really being authentic. Okay, honorable, courageous, strong, and have the highest integrity. That means in integrity in everything, big and small. Okay, if you're not feeling well, somebody asks you, are you okay? You will say, yeah, I'm fine. Actually, that is being inauthentic. Yeah. All right. So being authentic means, okay, I do have some slight headache, but I'm fine. I've taken my medicine. Okay, so that becomes authentic. You let people know what is the actual thing. But of course, we don't have to bear everything to everybody. Okay, if you find that it's not suitable to tell everything, it's like, yeah, I'm not feeling well. But I do not want to talk about it yet. Yeah. So that means it becomes authentic, that you acknowledge that something is bothering you, but either you do not want to talk about it, or you feel that this is not the right person to talk to. Yeah. So that is becoming truly authentic, which is not easy. Okay. All right. So here, when it's in disharmony, the person feel insecure, cannot express or dare not express. Everything's like, oh, no, it's okay, it's fine. Okay, yeah. So you're actually not expressing. Take life difficulty, burdened with feelings of guilt. This one is about not accepting messages from outside. Okay. This is about listening. So this is about not listening. Okay, because you take the outside information as criticism, okay? Yeah, rather than something positive, something to consider. So that is also under communication, because you communicate outwards, but you don't let the outside to communicate with you inwards. Okay. He communicates in needs and receive what makes him happy. So when your throat chakra is harmonized, you are able to communicate and feel happy about it. Okay, like there's a question here that Chitra asks. So for women who are homemakers and dependent financially on their husband, does it mean that all their root chakras are blocked? So because in the root chakra, we said that, oh, this person depends on other people for money. So it depends on how you feel about receiving money from your spouse. Okay? If, let's say, you dependent on other people, could be like you're borrowing money. Some people have the habit of borrowing money, even if they have money. They borrow already, but they don't want to pay back, but they just go everywhere and borrow money. There are people who are like that, and that's a bad habit, and that's the root chakra issue. Now, For homemakers who depend financially on their husband, how do you feel about it? If you feel proud about it, you know, I'm the woman behind my successful husband. Okay? Yeah. So you see yourself as running the family at home. You're the homemaker, but you're doing good work so that your husband has peace of mind when he goes out. So you're not feeling like I'm there doing nothing and I just, you know, take money from my husband. It's different. You see yourself as a contributor to the family as an equal. You see or not? It's different. All right. So it's not like financially dependent. Two housewives can be doing the same thing. One will feel that I'm so proud to be at home, cook all the nice food, make my children healthy, all right? Make my husband happy. When he comes back, the house is nice and clean. He can just relax. Okay. Wow, you feel so proud of your contribution. Another homemaker can feel totally different. Another homemaker will be like, I wish I can go out to work. I wish I can go out and earn my money. Okay. So it all depends on the feeling. Okay. On how you perceive receiving money from your spouse. Okay. So it's not what you see from the outside. Two persons may be doing the same thing, but it is the inside, how you process everything that makes a difference. Okay. Like this person here, the throat chakra, right? If I'm a housewife, I don't have money, and whatever that I need to buy, I will get it from my husband through my husband, correct? Now, let's say if I want to buy a handbag, you know, if your throat chakra is not in harmony, you will be hinting, our anniversary is coming, oh, my birthday is coming, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah. So what are you going to get for me? It's like, oh, okay. So you'll be hinting, hinting, hinting. So that is not authentic communication. So you hint and hope that he will actually get the message. It's different. Now, from a confident woman, a person who, let's say you want your spouse, husband to buy you something. If your throat chakra is harmonized, okay, you will go and search for the bag that you want. Okay, you already know that this is what you want, right? Okay, then when your husband is in a good mood, you sit down with him, you know, right? Yeah, dear, you know, our anniversary is coming, my birthday is coming. I know that you will be thinking of what to get for me. Okay, now I've searched, and this is something that I really, really like for my birthday this year. Show him the thing. This is what I want. Okay, yeah. Would you like to get this for me? Okay, now. So this would be a person who communicate his or her needs. I want this. This will really make me very happy. Okay, ask for it and you will get it. All right, so you get what you want and you're happy about it. So that is when your whole system is harmonized. You don't have to hide. Okay, you don't have to hide your needs. You can be open about your needs. I want this. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So both party knows what each other wants, and then yeah, he will do his best to give you what you want and make you happy. Okay, so therefore the relationship, the love, everything will start to fall in place. Okay, now next one is what the he communicates with words and gestures. All right, you live life with ease. So this is when you're not inhibited. So you talk with confidence. So when you talk, you are lively. You know, you're not like so inhibited, like look so scared, talk very softly, you know. So, but a confident person is like, oh, okay, like that, like that, like that. Ooh, you know, yeah. So that is sign that the person has a good throat chakra. Okay, yeah. So this one here, these are frequencies that as you use, it can help you. If you have issues with the throat chakra, you want to unblock, find your authentic voice in truth, integrity, authority. Now, you don't have to worry, you know, it's not about, oh, I have to learn this skill, I have to learn that skill. No. as you use the frequency and as it opens up the throat chakra and as the energy flows, you'll find that the way you talk becomes different. Your courage becomes different. Okay, your expression becomes different. It will just naturally come forward. Okay, yeah. Then all this, the tension here, your throat muscles, your vocal cords, all this will start to loosen up. It will change, right? So when you talk, it becomes more and more comfortable. Okay, you can also look at different role models. Then you'll find that, okay, those are my role models. Learn how to actually carry myself. Slowly, slowly, you will find yourself changing, all right, transforming. Okay, when it comes to criticism, you become less sensitive to criticism. When you talk, it becomes less dominating. You will start to, be more respectful of others. All this will actually come quite naturally. Okay, yeah. And then align your voice with divine will and cosmic truth. Okay, so it's not just saying what you want to say, but you will start to evaluate what you want to say with the divine traits, the divine characteristics, which is what? Love, compassion, authentic. So all your previous bad habits will slowly be checked against all these traits, and then you will start to mellow down. Okay, you will start to choose power instead of domination, choose respect. Okay, so all these things will start to slowly align with your thoughts and your conversation. Okay, third eye chakra, which is here between your brows here. Okay, so this will help you to be more intuitive, to be able to access your inner wisdom. So all of us have this inner wisdom, all right? Yeah, is our ability to be still enough to actually listen to it. Psychic ability, everybody have to some extent psychic ability. So is how developed is your chakra, then you will also at the same time be developing your psychic ability, your spiritual insight. Basically, what is psychic ability? Is ability to feel somebody's energy without conversation. Whether can this person be trusted? Is this person telling the truth? All this you can actually feel through being in close proximity with another person's feel. Even when there's no words, even when you go into a room of strangers. Okay, being intuitive, being psychic means that you are able to tell without words. Just being with that person, you kind of know that, can I trust this person? Can I believe everything that this person say? Yeah. Okay, rather than trusting on your five senses. Okay, usually people here give you all the words that you would like to hear, and that's where you're easily scammed by people because they tell you they know your psychology, they know human psychology, and they'll use the right words, press all the right buttons of fear of lack, and all those things, and that's why we fall into their trap. Okay, but when you become intuitive and more sensitive to energetic fields around you, you don't need words. Okay, you just be still and feel that person's energy, whether you can get closer or you should run away from that person. Okay, clarity of thoughts. Okay, clarity. Remember when I talk about manifestation, the reason why we cannot manifest is our manifestation is not based on knowing exactly what you want. Okay, many of us are manifesting from the place of lack, from a root chakra that is blocked, okay, or chaotic. So our manifestation is actually interfered by a lot of other things rather than clarity. So when you open your third eye chakra, okay, and develop this area, because you will slowly start to find where is your soul's path and journey, and you become clearer and clearer your direction, okay, then you'll find that it becomes very easy to do your manifestation. Okay, all right. So connect to higher consciousness so that everything that you think about and plan about for your future is all aligned to your higher consciousness. All right, step into light, love, truth. Okay, so this is the power to tap on to manifest anything for the highest good of self and all. All right, so that's why I said that this session here is an extension of what we learned previously about manifestation. Because you can't truly manifest and bring down, okay, into this lower dimension if you're not clear. Okay, if you do not know that this is your highest good, if it's not aligned to your soul purpose. Okay, that's very important. Okay, so when it's in disharmony, that's where you ask a lot of questions. Who am I? What am I doing? I want to change job. Okay, you start to feel that I'm not here, I'm not there. A lot of instability, a lot of restlessness, you know, because this is where you are searching. So you won't stop searching until you know. So how do you know? When you know is when your third eye chakra is in harmony. Okay, but before that, you will be experiencing this crisis, midlife crisis, quarter life crisis. These are actually good signs. These are actually symptoms to show you the awakening of your third eye. Okay, yeah, the awakening of your third eye. Okay. Gender roles, your male, female. Okay, and this is not talking about LGBT. LGBT is symptoms of the third eye in this harmony. But even normal people, even when you know your male, female, sometimes our energy tends toward masculine or feminine. For example, male, the masculine is supposed to display more masculine energy and take leadership. Sometimes they don't. The feminine energy is supposed to be more loving relationship and all that, but we don't. We take on the masculine energy. Okay, so like in a home, mother is supposed to be nurturing, but take on the leadership role and do a lot of disciplining, a lot of leadership, making decisions and things like that. So that is also gender conflict. All right. And then the father in the family, instead of taking leadership, become more of a follower. Okay, so there's also conflict in gender roles. All right, in your office, at work, let's say if the female takes on the role of the CEO and all that, so sometimes you can actually take on more of the other genders' energy, more. Okay, hang on. So it can create conflict. Okay, and sometimes it can create struggle in the relationship because you do not know your place. Okay, do not know your place doesn't mean that if you are maternal, if you are female, okay, does not mean that you are being bullied and abused and that is your place. No, you're not talking about that. Okay, meaning that the family leadership, if it belongs to the spouse, and if your spouse is not rising to that occasion or the role, then the feminine will help to support so that you will then give him what he needs to help him rise up to take on that role, instead of, you cannot, like, you go to the back, I come to the front. Okay, yeah. So this is where to help balance the heart chakra, the relationship and everything is all interconnected. Okay, so if the gender roles, if the spouse, husband, wife is actually struggling with each other, okay, meaning that the female starts to dominate and then the male father parental figure starts to go to the background. So this is a struggle. One person has to give in. Then you see that the whole structure will start to crumble as well. Okay, so this one is about talking about the feminine, masculine consciousness in us. Okay, yes, sometimes being feminine, I need to have some masculine energy. Okay, a male is masculine, need to have some feminine energy, but it cannot be imbalanced. Okay, yeah. Then this one here, about is spirituality, but sometimes we can pursue more spiritual knowledge than spiritual experience. So that means if this one comes out for you, then you know that, oh, okay, am I just putting a lot of things in my head, but not experiencing spirituality? Yeah, so that is actually for you to, how to say, to reflect and therefore make some changes to that. Okay, yeah, so when you are harmonious, then you will be integrating both male, female principle in a balanced manner. Okay, yeah. Then when it's balanced, what's this? Yeah, so everything will be seen from the perspective of higher consciousness rather than from the perspective of the earthly experience. Okay, yeah, so these are some of the frequencies that you will see. Okay, over intellectualization. That means spirituality is seen as something to be studied. Okay, like religious books and all that. Now, study, become a scholar, a scholastic pursuit rather than experiential kind of trust and going deep within you to awaken that higher consciousness. All right, scattered thoughts. Okay, 4.03 kilohertz stimulate latent psychic faculties. So each of us has that psychic faculties. So we just need to ignite, activate it, open it, stimulate it, and you become more and more perceptive. All right. Yeah. So your individual mind and the universal mind. So right now there is a separation slowly. When you use the program, you'll find that this separation will slowly melt away. All right. Yeah. So you will tend to think more and more from higher perspective. Okay. What else is there? Let's see. Synchronizing your left brain, right brain. Then clarity of intuition, even vivid dreams. Certain people have lucid dreams, vivid dreams. You know, you can see lots of other sceneries and all that. Yeah, so this is all part of the activation. Profound insights, okay, to life, to everything that you do. Okay, finally, last one, crown chakra, which is located at the top. This is universal wisdom, oneness with all, okay, cosmos. So it's not just universe, but it's galaxies, interplanetary, much bigger than that. Okay, so we can actually reach far, 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 far beyond. Okay, connection to divine, all the different authorities in your life. And this one has to do with relationship with the father, because the father or the masculine figure in our lives is the authority in our life. Yeah, it's the representation of divine authority. So when it's harmonized, you will be thinking beyond serving individuals to serving the world. So this is where you will step forward, okay? So you will become more and more prominent to serve a much bigger community, all right? So you radiate pure love into the world. Okay, so if it is disharmonized, the person may be afraid of authorities. Okay, so you see, with your boss if you're working? Do you like go near to the boss, hi, you know, and then talk like friends? Or your boss is here, then you're like, walk away, 1 mile away. Okay, yeah. Or whether you have any brushes with authorities before that gives you a negative feeling. Okay, for example, you know, certain people in their workplace, they have been sabotaged by their bosses. Okay, they have been intercepted from promotion because of bosses that feels insecure. So after that, you felt hurt, and then you start to dislike authorities. Okay, and then listen to yourself when you talk about politics, when you talk about political leaders, you know, yeah, because that is also authority that is placed above us. Yeah, so yeah, so if we are disrespectful in the way that we talk about political leaders, whether they do right or wrong and all that, it is a reflection of disharmony in our crown chakra as well. Yeah. Okay. Do you feel lonely in this world? You may be with people, but deep inside, you just find that, okay, you don't belong anywhere. So this is also the isolation, okay, separation from all there is. Yeah. Okay. Atheists, there are people who are atheists or agnostic. They either don't know the existence of God or they don't believe in the existence of soul, God, and all that. It's not their problem, you know. It's not that they willfully do not want to. It's because their crown chakra is blocked. Okay, so as the crown chakra is open, you know, they will naturally clarify everything and start to believe in higher intelligence and God. Yeah. Okay, then okay, when it's harmonized, okay, you will be able to acknowledge other authorities, whether good or bad. Like in certain countries, certain political leaders, they either abuse their power or corruption, you know, that can give us legitimate reason to actually be disrespectful. Even then, if your chakra is harmonious, you will still acknowledge all this as authorities that is placed over you by divine authority. It's not human authority. Whoever is in place, whether it's in your company, the hierarchy in your company, the hierarchy in your country, the hierarchy in this world, okay, is all divine. Okay, so therefore giving respect to all these authorities is a sign of harmonious chakra. Okay, disrespecting them is a sign of blockage, disharmony, chaos. Okay, you accept the flow of life. Okay, you're aware of your path of life, so you do not manipulate, but allow things to happen. Whatever that happens, okay, your inner wisdom will tell you that this is what you need to go through in life in order to grow, transform, and it's all part of your soul's journey. All right, so everything is planned. And then this is the one, unity, connection with all that exists. People, good people, bad people, inverted commas. Animals, plants. Okay, yeah. So unity and connection with all. So there's no longer good or bad. Basically, everything is there for a higher purpose, a higher reason. Okay, it's all planned. Okay, yeah. So the crown chakra program will be all this. Anchor your energy to the earth. So you have two. One is anchoring, and then the other one is opening your channel to cosmic energies. So you need to have both. You cannot just think about spiritual, spiritual, spiritual. You must be anchored to to the lower energy and also to the higher energy. Everything must be balanced, yeah? So this is where you get your inspiration from higher source, okay? And then it will help you to understand the cosmic mind. So meaning that whatever that you plan to do is no longer focused on achievement that is limited to the earth only. All right. So how do you know that you are going higher and higher is when you look at what you want to do and what you consider. Okay. Are you considering beyond existence on earth to existence beyond this dimension? Okay. Yeah. So when it comes to manifestation, yes, you want to manifest things in this lower dimension, but is that all? Or are you also at the same time, okay, while doing the manifestation, whether you see it now or you don't, because each of us have our own different journey, nothing is wasted. Because whatever that you go through in your manifestation process here, even if you don't complete it in this lower dimension, it carries, all your energetic history and memory will carry on. Okay? Yeah. So nothing is wasted. Yeah. And the timing when things manifest, we don't have the full say and control. You just wait. Okay? Do all the necessary and let things unfold in its due, beautiful time. All right. Okay. So here is all about your blockages, your cellular memory that is all blocking your spiritual connection. So these are all that will be released. You will also receive D333 here, receive guidance, insights, inspiration from your own spirit guides, angels, archangels, yeah. So you have the whole universe in your favor once you get connected. Okay? Yeah. So from here, you will start to see all the kilohertz stimulate the energy vortex, access to cosmic love. Okay? Bigger than yourself. So that's the beauty of the chakra system. Okay? Right. So besides using the aura analysis, let's say if you want to use the pink app to know which to vibrate, you can go first to the blue app. All right. So you can go to the blue app, use the resonance Healy, and then you scroll to the chakra program, analyze, then it will give you your top 5. All right. So you can base on the top 5. Regardless of the percentage, if you want to use it, doesn't matter. So based on the top 5, you can run the 5 for that particular day. Each one is only about 30 minutes. Okay, each program is 30 minutes, so you can follow the top 5 for you. If you want to vibrate all, then vibrate all. Start from the root chakra, sacral, solar, and then one program after another, and then do all the 7. So you can do that as well. Okay, so try that. Try different ways and see what you need. Okay, last segment is chakra balancing. If you find that, okay, you use 7 chakras, each one 30 minutes, that will be so many hours, right? So you can actually do the shortcut, which is the atmosphere chakra balancing. Okay, so this one here, you can do it while, let's say you are doing your meditation. Turn on the Healy chakra balancing, put it next to you because it's atmosphere, and just let it do the vibration while you do your own meditation. Okay, or just sit down, be still, having no thoughts, just slow breathing. 6 seconds, 5 seconds breathing, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, and then just sit there, slow breathing, relax, and then just let the Healy do the chakra balancing for you. You can do that, okay? Or After you do your aura analysis, you can see, right, which one is very low in energy. Then you can go to the Healy, find the one that has the lowest energy in the aura analysis, and then use the one in the Healy, and then run it for half an hour. So you can either use your high wave, or you can use the coil, hang it here, okay, or put it near the location of the chakra if you're using the coil, or if you're using the electrodes. Okay, any of these methods is perfectly fine. So if a particular chakra is very, very low in energy, focus, go deep and focus on the chakra, use it for 30 minutes, and then just sit down there and then just relax for 30 minutes, empty your mind, and then just receive the frequency. All right, so you can do that. Okay, so chakra balancing will automatically balance all your 7 chakras. Okay, so some of the frequencies that you can find, 90 hertz, okay, and then 448, unconditional love. So this one may jump all over the place. It may not follow one chakra after another. So some are for the heart chakra, some are for the solar plexus chakra. Okay, then 8 hertz is for the entire chakra system. And then 43.1 is for the third eye chakra. Okay, so it will not be in sequence. It will be random. Maybe there is a certain pattern in that randomness. So it will do the selection for you. Okay, so it will cover all the 7 chakras within your session. So that will help you to save a bit of time. All right. Okay, so these are all the tools that are available for all of us. So make full use of it. Okay, we are here for transformation, for our development. So these are tools that can actually help us to know ourselves, okay, help us to harmonize our chakras in a better, faster way. All right, so I hope today's session is useful for you. So this is only part 1, okay, because there's so much to talk about. And then part 2, I will talk about the spiritual energy, cosmic growth, plant power, essential oil, Alaskan gem, all the others that has to do with the chakra system and spirituality, all will be lumped together in the next session, okay, the part 2, so that you because there are so many programs that is related to spiritual development, and spiritual development is really Marcus Schmicker's heartbeat, you know, to help us. So therefore, it is doing injustice if I cram everything together. Okay, so the others will be the next session when I see you on the 27th November. So today's recording, you can go to Healy World Learning Hub to access the video, to rewatch if you miss any parts of it, okay? Then next week, Petra will be talking about connection beyond words, building energetic bonds through Healy. So it's about relationship. Okay, so same time, same place next week. Okay, yeah. And I've read Marcus' ebook, okay, and he talked about spreading this light, you know, through Healy, when in different parts of the world, when all of us are using and vibrating Healy, so the frequencies that we use actually spreads to the collective global information field. Okay, so when you use the Healy, it's not just your soul benefiting from it. Everybody in this whole world is benefiting from the collective information field. Okay, all right, so let's answer some questions. let's start with the question. Okay, Nitya, you raise your hand. You want to go first while I look through the question? Are you there, Nitya? Okay.
Yes, Christy, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so um, I'm so sorry I couldn't turn on my video today, so please excuse me for that.
Yeah. All right.
I hope you're doing well. The session was really fantastic. It was very entertaining as well by looking at your mannerisms and the way you handled it. Seriously, it was really good. Thank you so
Mm.
much for that. I just
Mm.
have two questions, Christy. One is it okay to run the chakra balancing program or any atmosphere program near the laptop while I'm working on the laptop? Is it okay to keep Macula near the laptop?
It's fine. I do that also. Yeah.
Okay, super
Mm.
then. The
Yes.
second question would be, I just have some difficulty in giving distance healing, Christy. Actually, may I know the exact procedure of giving the distance healing because the same method when other people are following, like they are able to find some good difference in their prospects. But when I do the distance healing, my prospects are not able to see some good amount of change in their health or for any other reason. So, what is the right way of giving distance healing to
Maybe you can
somebody?
share with me how you've been doing it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how I do it, I just take their picture and all their basic informations like the place of birth, name of date of birth, everything. I'll just create a profile. While creating the vibration, I'll just uh, open their picture, keep their picture in another phone, and I'll place Healy on top of that picture. I don't place the Healy in my hand since my aura also maybe get influenced, right? So I
Mm.
keep the Healy on top of that picture, which is in the other phone, and I'll hold the other phone, which I'm where the recording has been doing.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay, we stop here
you're getting
first.
my
Pause.
point, right?
Yeah, pause a while first. Okay, the name that you put in, is it their official name? Full official name?
That prospect's name you're asking, right?
Mm.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, don't put nicknames and all that now. Put their
No, no,
official
I'm
name.
all the proper details only I'm giving.
Okay.
Especially while doing the analysis, also I'm doing the same way. I'm not holding the Healy in my hand. I'm just putting the Healy on top of that picture. But
Okay.
while
Look,
sending the distance healing, should I sit and visualize that the waves are going and reaching to that person, or I can just leave
yeah.
it, just open the 27 minutes on it, and I can just get back to my work?
Yeah. You can just leave it there.
Okay.
Okay, let's see your location, birthplace. What do you normally put for birthplace?
Their birthplace,
Mm.
Christy. Like I
Yeah.
get from them a name of, I
Uh-huh.
mean, a place of birth.
Country,
Yes,
country,
country also.
city, all that, right? Okay.
Yes, residential
All right.
address also, everything.
Mm. Does the person want to receive it? Do they know that they are receiving it?
Yes, Christy.
They know. Okay. Firstly, they have to believe in it.
Mm.
And then when you are doing it, the person who knows is the one directly receiving, right? Because sometimes when people ask me um, to actually do it for their children and all that,
Mm.
if their children is above 12, I always tell them you have to seek permission from the child.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Because sometimes it's like if you're doing it to other people, their husband, their spouse, but this person
Mm.
give you the permission to do that and know that you are sending doesn't mean that the actual recipient is agreeable. Okay, so that can
Okay.
actually interfere. Now, suppose if it's directly the person, how do you know that the person is not receiving?
Okay.
Because you
I
said that
don't have an
you
idea.
said that you have difficulty sending and the person is not receiving. So how do you know, how do you come to this conclusion that the person is not receiving?
Because I couldn't see any improvement from their health. But like for the health purpose only, I was giving the sending the vibrations, but they were not able to see any good improvement or even a small change.
Example, what problems were you solving?
Okay, there was one person who's 87 years old,
Mm.
and he was admitted in hospital. His condition is very critical. He has got some lung infection, and even they've done the endoscopy. He has got some problem in his throat as well. So entirely, like his urinary bladder also has got some infection. So all these things are going on. So I was
Mm,
I did the analysis and I was sending the vibrations like 38 seconds, 8 to 10 times I sent. And after half an hour break, I sent 27 minutes twice with half an hour break.
mm,
But then when I was checked with her, that girl, I mean, that man's daughter, she was saying like, no, we couldn't see any improvement. Like again, they've shifted this person to ICU. Like already he's
mm.
juggling between ICU and the general ward, but then again he's got shifted to ICU.
Mm, okay, because different people see improvement differently. So
Okay.
this is where you are not asking directly the person who is receiving it. So you ask the daughter, how is that person? So for
Okay.
them, receiving it or improvement means the infection is gone. Okay. Yeah. So they're
Um,
expecting this person to actually sit up and be okay. So
mm,
that's one possibility. But the improvement could be I can breathe better. Sometimes
okay.
it's just that. That itself is like, okay, they feel that, okay, the air can go in. They doesn't feel so congested. So that
Mm,
itself is an improvement. Okay. Now for situations like that, okay, I will do long period of time. I will support the whole day rather than just 27 minutes.
okay.
Mm. All right, because it
Sure.
depends on the ability of this person who is in a serious condition, how much can they absorb? So if
Okay.
they can't absorb very much, that 27 minutes, and if their
Mm,
situation, like you say, is very, very severe, not enough.
mm,
Okay. So a longer period of time, maybe 4 hours, 9 hours to
sure.
to support the whole day. Okay. So firstly is have 200% faith. When I send it for people,
Mm,
I start by not doubting Healy. Whatever the results come out, I will
okay.
completely trust the Healy. Okay?
Okay.
Because your intention is more powerful than the device itself.
I
Okay.
get it.
So if you have this, last time I sent, the person didn't receive it, then when you want to do it again, that
Mm,
doubt will come in. It's like, okay, will this person? So the moment you have that kind of doubt, right, it interfere with the
I
whole
understand.
process. So every time you do,
Okay.
okay, uh, your solar plexus chakra must be
Mm,
strong. It's like I
I
don't care what
understand.
is the opinion of the other person. Okay.
Okay.
That means I will not take it 100% the feedback from this person, because sometimes when people say feel better, their expectation is, oh, I'm back to normal already. For certain people, if I can catch one gasp of air, is an
Mm,
improvement already. So it's different expectation from the other person. Okay. Yeah.
okay.
So that is how they assess got effect,
Mm,
no effect, and all that. Okay. So there'll
okay.
be definitely be some effect.
Mm,
Just that, does it give more time, or does it need more of that frequency so that the body has time to go and process to see a more significant improvement? If you do it 27 minutes and then after that you ask after 1 or 2 days, maybe it requires a bit more time. Okay.
I understand. Okay.
Longer period of vibration. So it all depends on the situation. Depends on the
Sure, Christi.
situation. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the way I do the analysis, that is correct, right? Like I have to
Yeah.
keep the Healy on the
Correct.
top of the picture, and I should not hold the
Yes,
Healy, correct, right?
yes, yes,
Superb then, okay.
yes. Even without their vibration. When I do for people through Zoom, I don't even record their vibration. Do you know
Okay.
that when I send, for those who are very sensitive, I ask them
Okay.
how fast. So the person is about 300 kilometers away.
Okay.
2 seconds, the person tell me. I said, okay, because the person I share screen through my iPad, I said, I'm going to press now. 1, 2, 3, I press.
Okay.
I said, how long does it take to reach you? The person says 2 seconds
Lovely.
from here. They
I
say they
understand.
feel the energy coming from the head in 2 seconds. Okay, there are Reiki masters
Okay.
that when I send, they can feel it, and the distance is very, very far away. All right,
Okay.
2 seconds. Because I
My
can't feel,
goodness.
you know, I can't feel until I'm very, very quiet. When I lie down, no disturbance, then only I can feel the energy over here. Okay, but those who are sensitive, that's their feedback. Okay,
Okay.
all right.
That's
So
really
they
lovely
have,
to know.
yeah, they will receive it. Okay.
Thank you so
Aileen,
much, Christy.
okay, you're welcome. Okay, next question. Aileen says, since we are working remotely with this person, we can't really ask them to send a new photo every other day for aura analysis. Okay, in that case, what do you suggest? Okay, aura is the only one where you need the photos. All the others, you don't need photographs. So if you can't get a new photo every day, you can work on one photo per week, but definitely not more than 2 weeks. So if you can't get photos, then just go on chakra. Don't use aura. You can still do the chakra analysis with Healy. Okay. Then Dr. Alok Gupta asks, what's the meaning of 1E6, 12, 24, 36? Okay. Whenever you see the E one, 1E, a number, okay, 1E6 is telling me that the issue is coming from your past life, is karmic. 1E12 is associated with your parents. 1E24, your grandparents. 1E36, ancestors. All right, so our energetic memory carries on for many, 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 many generations. Okay, yeah. So that's why whatever that you do now using Healy to cleanse your energy and your chakra system and all that, right? Whatever that you do now will carry on to many, 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 many lifetimes. Okay, yeah. Ayura asks, or impulse buying, this one I answered already. Chitra asks, are these frequency pertain only to Healy, or is it overall frequency in general? Okay, so those frequencies that I show you are frequencies that come out when I use it. So in order to do a teaching like that, I have to make sure that I sit down there and then I record short fragments of all the frequencies that appear. All right, now, you see, Healy is communicating with my bioenergetic field when I use a pink app. All right. Now, they are communicating in this kind of secret codes, frequency codes, which I don't understand. So as a person who is either curious or is concerned about my own transformation, I want to eavesdrop. What is Healy talking to my field, or what is my field telling Healy? So I want to know. So I will write down those frequencies that appear. Okay, because it's actually making all the corrections to my field. I'll go to DeepSeek and then I'll ask, and then it shows me all those things that I mentioned to you. So each one of us, when you use the Healy program, because of the individualization, you will see different numbers. And each time I use, even if I use root chakra, each time I use will come out with different frequencies. When you use, it will come out with different frequencies according to what your field needs. Okay, so therefore, if you want to know what is happening to your chakra system, you go and find out. But the numbers, the frequencies will be different for each one of us. Okay. Then Dr. Alok has another question. What do we mean negative percentage and positive percentage? Good question. Okay. The statements, the first number is a percentage, right? So a positive percentage, you look at the your life, okay, the percentage as the iceberg. Okay, this is the iceberg. So the positive 99%, and then 0%, then negative 99% is like that. Okay, so the percentage that is you're seeing here, if you see a very positive percentage, 99% and all that, that is very important or very urgent right at the top here. Okay, so you got to clear this, and as you vibrate, these frequencies will drop in terms of urgency. All right, so if it drop until about plus minus 50% is considered good. Now, those, when you read the statements, those are statements that you can actually identify with, you know, because it's above the water. But there are many memories that we have, which we're not aware of, that is underwater, which you don't know. So you will see negative percentage. Whether or not you see negative percentage, that means the more negative it is, the more deep-seated that thing is in terms of your consciousness. Okay, now if you are new to using aura analysis, you'll find that everything is positive. Okay, because it is working on here first, layer by layer, layer by layer, layer by layer, until once you finish clearing this, you'll find that you will start to clear those negative ones. Okay, so initially when you start using, you may see all positive. So as you use, you'll find that the negative numbers starts to appear, means that it's going deeper and deeper already. Now, it also depends on your setting. Go to your setting and then go to advanced setting. There is one part that says negative numbers, negative percentage. If yours is turned off, I think the default setting is turned off. So you will only see all the positive numbers and the negative numbers will never show. So you have to go and turn on the negative percentage if you want to go deeper layers, okay? Then, but if you turn on the negative percentage in your setting, but you don't see any negative, means that you haven't gone to that deep yet. So you haven't gone down. You're still clearing all the positive percentages that is above the water line, okay? The consciousness line. Okay or not? Yeah. Alan asks, oh, the slide, you have to go back to watch the recording. Ask Mansoor, asks, can we vibrate this aura program all night during sleep? Okay, it depends. It's very energizing. For me, I can't sleep. I can't vibrate aura. I cannot vibrate chakra or meridian and any of those energy programs at night. It keeps me awake. Yeah. So you have to test it to see whether or not you can sleep while vibrating all this. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Dr. Alok. Okay, via recording, I mentioned already. Somebody asked, I heard someone said there is some imbalance in terms of polarity for manifest program, and it is better to use coaching to manifest anything we wish for. What is your view? Okay, I use coaching when there is something specific that I want to achieve. Okay, then I'll use coaching. For me, I find that when I use aura every day, as I clear the aura field every day, my manifestation is already becoming faster and faster and faster. Okay, yeah. So many times I catch myself manifesting what I don't want because of my thoughts. Then I find out, oh, in a matter of hours, it just came. Okay, it manifested something that I don't want. Okay or not? Yeah. So clearing your connection to the divine itself can help you to manifest with or without healing, with or without programs. Okay, so that's why you can clear that. So if I do not have anything in mind, I will just use the aura, or I'll use a specific manifest infinity or Dr. Habdang and all that. Okay, when you have something specific, then use coach because you can put it down specifically. How long, Gil asks, how long would you vibrate through the blue app? It's entirely up to you. okay? There are people who can manifest or who likes to use just 27 minutes. There are people who just use 6 minutes every day. So it's entirely up to you, okay? Use and see what happens. If I use long periods, what happened? If I use short periods, what happened? Okay, because I can't really advocate on this because sometimes one Healy is being shared with the whole family. So therefore, there is a ration, right? How much you can use a day for different people. Yeah, so adjust accordingly. Okay, adjust accordingly. Okay. Akiko asks, even high percentage of each chakra, but if it is rigor, means not a good situation. Okay, if the high percentage means that the energy is good. Rigor means that there are some energies that are stuck there. Okay, yeah, it's like there are many layers to the energy. So there is still stuck energy. So you still need to actually do the clearing. Okay, Sri Lata asks, what's the reading range I should run that particular chakra? Say if I get 20 or 35%, do I still run it? Okay, the best range when you're doing Healy, the chakra program, the blue app, when you analyze Healy, okay, the good percentage is from about 40 to 60. Okay, now is overactive or underactive? If it's above 60%, that means it's overactive, chaotic. If it's below 40%, let's say 20%, 10%, that means it's underactive. That means the energy there is very low and sluggish. Okay, so either direction, I would actually do the vibration. Okay, whether it's blue app or pink app. Okay, Alan's question is, if there are issues due to something that happened due to the age of, for example, the sacral chakra development, what are the best ways to clear it? Yeah, so the best way to clear it is, you see, if you use Healy chakra, sacral, Healy pink app, sacral chakra program, you only see frequencies, you do not know what is the exact issue. Okay, so therefore, when you use the aura, and sometimes if you vibrate, the sacral chakra may not be selected, right? So you can't see what are the issues there. Okay, but if you know that your sacral development there is blocked and there are some issues there, if you scan and analyze every day for 30 days, you look at the sacral chakra there, okay, the statement that comes up will tell you what are the issues that causes the block. So then you will know exactly what is the desired state that you want to achieve. Okay, so after you have extracted that, while you can vibrate the aura, you can also use other techniques, for example, to actually do the unblocking of the sacral. Sometimes you got to go into that emotions again, go back to that point in time where that issue appear, to actually release and let go, okay, and tell your inner self you are safe, you're okay now, and therefore let go of the event and close the chapter. Okay, yeah, so you can use the aura analysis with all the statement to make you aware of the exact issue, because our memory does not serve us all the time. There are certain memory that we cannot remember at all. So that actually helps us to highlight and pinpoint the problem. Once you're aware of it, you can actually work on it manual using other techniques. Okay, next question is, does it help in healing toxic family relationship? Yeah, toxic family relationship comes about because of all these chakra issues. Okay, your own chakra issues, if you're entangled in it, okay, or if you're watching the drama of other people, all those people who are entangled in all the toxic relationship, family tension and all that is because heart. sacral, root chakra, communication through all, somewhere one or two or three of those chakras are actually disharmonized. Okay, so once they harmonize that, you actually harmonize the whole thing. All right, so if it's many people, using the Healy atmosphere is good, because the Healy atmosphere is for all the people in the vicinity of the Healy. So when you turn it on, it's actually interacting with all the people in that family who are nearby, all being balanced in their chakra at the same time. Okay? Yeah. All right. So that will actually help. And the other program that will help is the Healy Atmosphere Family Harmony. So you run that. That's also very good. Aileen asks, since we are working, oh, okay. I've already answered that. Sanjeev question, what is the meaning of intensity from lower to higher numbers? What's the meaning of that? Intensity from, oh, okay. Intensity as in the center number, right? You have the percentage and then you have the intensity 0 to 10. Okay, that's the number in the middle, correct? Okay, so it talks about your readiness to face the situation. All right. The higher the better. That means 7 onwards. 7, 8, 9 means that you're very ready to deal with the issue. All right. So the lower numbers like 2, 3, 4, that means you're not ready to actually work on those issues. Okay. Yeah. But I usually don't look at that. I just look at the percentage. I read the statements. If I like it, I'll just do the vibration. Okay. Yeah. As and when, yeah, as you vibrate, you become more and more ready to face the situation. Nita, can the phone and bud flowers be run while charging? Charging what? Charging your Healy? Yes. Charging your phone? Yes. Okay. It can still function. Okay. If you charge your Healy because it's Blue app, it can function. If you're charging your phone while running, yes, it can function. Okay. But just be mindful that you are not advised to use electrical gadgets that way lah. Okay. Yeah. Because of safety reasons. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Sanjeev has another question. What is the ideal time to use individual chakra through pink app and the blue app, the top 5? Okay. Anytime. Okay. Anytime. I usually do it in the morning because it's very energetic, and doing it in the morning means that because you have the whole day. So as you balance your chakra in the morning, then the rest of your day will be smooth and easy and good. Okay. Yeah. I normally discourage people from using it at night because it may keep you awake. Yeah. Sanjeev, you have anything else to add? You may unmute.
Thank you very much. After a long time, I am attending the Healy sessions. I'm a member of Healy from 2021.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah. So ideal time is ideal duration. I was about to ask, what is the ideal duration for pink app and blue app?
Okay, the ping app is fixed. Okay, when you select and choose a certain program is fixed. Like all the chakra is 30 minutes. For aura, for the blue app, then you choose your duration. Okay, there's no ideal duration. You have to follow your intuition. Okay, so sometimes I look at the percentages, the battery power and all that. If you're fully charged, okay, then a short duration will do. But if you find that the duration is low, the percentage is low, then you need more time to charge, right? So it's just like the phone, isn't it? If your battery is 10% and your battery is 50%, okay, it's different duration to charge to full. Okay. And it also depends on whether I'm meeting people or not. If I'm staying at home, a shorter duration is okay because my field will not be interfered with other people, so it's quite stable. But let's say if I have to go and give a talk, if I have to take public transport where there are a lot of other fields around me, I would put it 9 hours. That means as long as I go out, my aura will be running. so that I get continuous supply of that energy as I give. Like right now, if I'm teaching like this, I'm actually giving. I'm giving a lot from my throat chakra. So my Healy there is running, giving me the throat chakra energy. Yeah, so the replenishment comes. So that's how I gauge my duration.
Yeah, that's amazing answer, and thank you for that. And only one last question.
Okay.
I'm just confusing. During the Mag Healy charging, can we use the programs? Mag Healy.
Yes, you can. While charging, you can use. You will just slow down your charging lah. Okay, yeah, because people will ask, why is it that when I'm charging my Healy, the battery is going down, 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 down. Okay, no, yeah. So it's because you are consuming. If you use your program and then you turn it on to 100%, it's consuming more than it's charging. So you have to see under what circumstance. So if you are charging, you want to charge it and you want to use it, then you make sure that your percentage does not go beyond 50%.
Thank you.
So that you don't draw so much, so that you
Clear.
can actually charge and go up. Okay.
Clear.
Yeah.
Clear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Any more? No, huh? Okay. Gil Burrows, should I just run aura without changing the statement? Yeah, I never changed the statement. Okay, it's always stable and strong and stable. So I just leave it there. There's no need to change the statement. Sunil asks, hang on, Sunil asks if chakra are between 32, 44, then what do you do? Okay, if it's the blue app chakra, then you can just vibrate the blue app. Okay, you don't have to do the pink app from there. Okay, Nita's question is, what programs can be run through the night? Sleep program, things that help you to relax, the emotions program. Okay, yeah. Then Chitra. The analysis of chakra in blue app shows different when compared to, yeah, okay, yes. All right. So there are people who, after they do the aura, because it will select the 3 weakest, and then they go and do the Healy blue app for chakra is different because when you do the analysis, the energy has shifted. Okay, so you can't really expect. So out of the change, out of the chakra that does not match, maybe 1 or 2 won't match, some will match. So it depends on the energy on that day. All right. So if it's something energy that's more stubborn, you'll find that it does not change so fast. So it will match. But if it's chaos, that means the energy is a roller coaster, but not very deep. You'll find that when you do the analysis, the energy shifted. And then when you do the blue app, it won't be the same. All right. Yeah. So it's okay. It does not have to be the same. What percentage do you run for programs in McHealy? Okay, it depends on your coverage, the percentage. If you do 100%, it's about 2-meter radius. So if you want coverage, then you turn all the way to 100%. Okay, but if I just want for myself, like let's say I'm here seated at the table, my McHealy is next to me, I just put 40%, 30% is good enough. If I go out, I put in my handbag, aeroplane, I just set it to 40%. Good enough for my own personal feel. All right, so that I don't drain the battery very quickly. So I want a duration. Okay, so I want to stretch the duration and it's only for myself. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so the percentage depends on how you are using it. Okay, yeah. So Jaiwin's question, can we charge Healy and McHealy when you are running the program? For Healy, if you're using blue app, you can charge. But if you're using pink app, you cannot charge and use at the same time. McHealy, only atmosphere program that you can charge and use at the same time, okay? Because you can leave it there. All other programs you have to remove from the charging disk, yeah? Okay, Amol. Okay. Okay. No, too many questions already. It's already 7:15. Okay, I cannot answer all the rest because Dr. Michael Chen need to use the same thing. Okay, so the rest another time. Okay. Yeah. So Mr. Tapan, your question, is it related to this? I have to
Not exactly, but to some extent. I am 85. I've got very recently. I have got very serious problem about constipation for last 1 month. I am using this root chakra, sacral chakra. I have used it several times, but I have not received any response so far. Any suggestion? What better vibration I can take?
You use the blue app to scan to see whether the chakra comes under your top 5.
I have done that.
Okay, if your chakra comes under the top 5, then you can use it. Okay, but even if it doesn't, when you use it, the chakra, you see, when it comes to this sort of thing, people will say, does it or does it not? The chakra program works in different ways because one is opening up the chakra. Okay, so it helps in your security. Like let's say if you are using the root chakra, it helps you to feel safer. Okay, you become less panicky. You don't feel lack. So, but if you are expecting, let's say, that the root chakra will help you, let's say, in your prostate, because that's the location of the prostate, then you will say that, but I don't see any changes in the prostate. Okay, so you cannot measure and say that I use this, so therefore it must show improvement here, because it can show improvement in the other areas. Okay, meaning that if you have a health condition, it actually not make you feel so insecure and fearful. It actually gives you stability and calmness to face the situation or to find treatment and all that. So the effect comes in different ways. So therefore, when you use this, right, it interacts with your field to know what you need most and work from there. Yeah. So it does not work based on our expectation. It works energetically by getting the feedback from your field and then make the correction to the field.
I see. Another thing, does root chakra help in prostate problem? Because I have got some problem of prostate as well.
Yes. Any organs
I
in
see.
that location will be helped.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all your questions. So useful. Okay. Bye-bye. See you next week.